Hello everybody, welcome back to our Mindful Monday series. So today we're going to be talking about this podcast that I've been listening to. It's really interesting. It's called 10% Happier with Dan Harris. And one of the episodes that I listened to was about self-compassion and really targeting the inner critic. One of the people that he had on as sort of a co-host or someone that he was interviewing was Dr. Kristen Neff, and she really is sort of the pioneer and the one who has been working on self-compassion over the last decade. And so something that I wanted to share with you that I learned as a result of this podcast is just a couple exercises that I thought would be really helpful to compare sort of how we can enhance our mindfulness practice. So compare mindfulness, which is, our ability to not be yanked around by our emotions, is how Dan Harris described it. And then this ability to have sort of self-compassion or a friendliness or a kindness toward ourselves, sort of a warmer response to external and internal events. So why would we want to do this? Why would we want to be a little bit kinder, softer, gentler with ourselves? Well, no one is a worse critic than we are with ourselves, right? And something that often occurs is that people tend to believe that, if I just kind of push myself to do something, or if sometimes I speak to myself in a way that it is really critical just so that I can really motivate myself to make a change, like lose weight or get up and do exercise. Like, come on, you can do this. Like, it's not that hard. Kind of minimizing or sometimes being actually pretty cruel with ourselves. So what I want us to do today, especially during this holiday season that we've been kind of having to deal with all these parties and just changes that are happening toward the end of the year, I figured we could all use a little bit of a self-compassion break. So I want us to do an exercise together. And this one you can actually find on Kristen Neff's website. It's really simple, selfcompassion.org. And so the exercise is called, like I said, a self-compassion break. So think of a situation in your life that is difficult, that's causing you stress. Call the situation to your mind and actually see and feel the stress and emotional discomfort in your body. So, close your eyes, really allow yourself to be in the moment, right? So, now say to yourself, this is a moment of suffering. That right there is mindfulness. Some other options include, this hurts. Ouch. This is stress. Then you're going to say, suffering is part of life. I love this piece because it talks about sort of the humanity, the realness that we live in. Some other options can include, other people feel this way. I'm not alone. We all struggle in our daily lives. So now you're going to put your hands over your heart. You're going to feel the warmth in your hands and the gentle touch of your hands on your chest. You can also adopt like a soothing touch wherever it feels right to you. If you don't feel like putting your hands on your chest feels soothing or comforting in any way. I know for some people it can be like on their stomach or sort of like being gentle on their arm, kind of soothing, maybe wrapping their arms around themselves, whatever that may be for you. Okay. And after you've done that, you're going to say to yourself, may I be kind to myself. You can also say, what do I need to hear right now to express kindness to myself? Is there a phrase that speaks to you in any other kind of particular or similar way? Such as, may I give myself the compassion that I need? May I learn to accept myself as I am? May I forgive myself? May I be strong? May I be patient? So this practice, what's great is that it can be used at any time in the day, at night, And the hope is that it will help you to evoke what she calls the 3 aspects of self-compassion. And those are, when you need them most. So it's grounding ourselves in that mindfulness, right, in this present moment, acknowledging, recognizing the feeling, recognizing that you're human, right? And then lastly, being kind to yourself, bringing warmth to your words. So take a moment to notice sort of how you feel. And comment below if you have any, questions or comments, concerns. Love to hear from you. We'll see you later.